Get your popcorn ready, grab your seats, and silence your cell phones for this award show inspired episode of Disney Jeopardy! 2,882 clues have come and gone, but today is a brand new ballgame. Welcome into this episode of Disney Jeopardy! As always, I am your host, Bryan Perri, ready to shine the spotlight on you in the ultimate game of Disney trivia. Let's take a look at the board and see what you'll be playing. And there she is, Academy Awards, bats lead off. The second category you'll be playing, trophies and rewards. That's followed by EPCOT. Each correct answer is someone who's reached EGOT status and has some tie to the Walt Disney Company. Fourth category is your theme park category of the week. That is park nominees. And finally, the club DJ member category of the week is the Grammy Awards. The Grammy Awards picks up a decisive victory over its arch rivals, the Tonys and the Emmys. This category is not just about Disney music, but Disney at the Grammy Awards. And with that, it is now time for the easiest round of the game, the cupcake round. Yes, we are rolling today. Let's keep the momentum moving. So take a look at the board and start it off with the Academy Awards for 200. Disney's original animated film nominated for Best Picture. Correct answer is Beauty and the Beast.
Song as old as rhyme, Beauty and the Beast.
That's right, it was nominated for Best Picture at the 64th Academy Awards. It did lose to Silence of the Lambs. On to trophies and rewards for the first time. Dash earns a trophy at the end of The Incredibles for finishing in this place during a race. I always mention it's one of my favorite scenes from The Incredibles. The correct answer is second place.
Make it close!
Second place!
Second! Yeah!
Dash, I'm so proud of you.
We're on to the cupcake clue for EGOT. This EGOT legend earned an incredible 8 Academy Awards from 1990 to 1996, all thanks to composing music on multiple Disney animated films. Done a category on him in the past. The correct answer is Alan Menken. We're on to park nominees now for 200 points. Presenting the award for Disneyland Park's tallest structure. The nominees are Tiana's Bayou Adventure, Sleeping Beauty Castle, and the Matterhorn. Well, Sleeping Beauty Castle is by far the smallest, under 80 feet tall. Correct answer here, though, is the Matterhorn. We finish off the cupcake round with the Grammys. After 5 decades on CBS, the Grammys will shift to this broadcast TV network beginning in 2027 after Disney acquired a 10-year contract for the exclusive rights to the award show. The answer I'm looking for is a television broadcast station. So what network station does Disney own? Well, it's not Fox. It is not, obviously, CBS. As I mentioned, it is not NBC. No, the correct answer is ABC.
This is ABC.
ABC. ABC Television Network.
Cupcake round complete. We move on to the 400-point round now. Travel back over to the Academy Awards. The only Marvel Cinematic Universe film to be nominated for Best Picture. And you see it there on the bottom. Shout out to Alex for the fan-submitted clue. You'll see a number of those throughout the episode. If you want to do that, head over to DisneyJeopardy.com and submit your clue today. The correct answer here, though, is Black Panther. Trophies and rewards is worth 400 right now. Doc Hudson and Strip Weathers are 2 winners of this famed trophy. Well, Doc Hudson was a 3-time winner back in the day of this famous award. Strip Weathers won it 7 times, and that was matched by Lightning McQueen. That's because this trophy is from the Cars franchise. The correct answer is the Piston Cup.
And the winner of this race, Darrell, will win the season title and the Piston Cup. Does the King, Strip Weathers, have one more victory in him before retirement?
Here's your second chance at an EGOT category, or should I say DGOT. This eventual EGOT winner was once a singer aboard Disney Cruise Line before auditioning for American Idol and eventually making it big. Who is Jennifer Hudson?
Says that you just finished work on a Disney cruise ship?
Yes. Yes.
We're going to expect something better than a cruise ship performance, right? Today?
Yeah, definitely that.
Park nominees is worth $400 right now. Presenting the award for Walt Disney World's roller coaster with the largest capacity per coaster train. The nominees are Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, and Rockin' Roller Coaster. Well, you might believe that the Super Stretch from Rockin' Roller Coaster seats the most amount of guests, and I'll tell you, it does have the most cars on the train. It has 6 cars for every roller coaster train, though each of those cars only seat 4 people. So you do the math, you get 24 guests in the train at Rockin' Roller Coaster. As for Cosmic Rewind, that coaster only has 5 cars, seats 4 per car, so it's only 20 per train there. Big Thunder Mountain, though, you've got 5 cars, but 3 rows per car. You've got 6 people in each car. You multiply that by 5. You've got upwards of 30 guests, and I swear I feel like we've crammed 3 in a row before there. So the correct answer is Big Thunder Mountain. Railroad. Final clue of the 400-point round brings us back to the Grammys. This famous lyricist was nominated for Song of the Year in back-to-back Grammy ceremonies, winning the award for his work on Aladdin and losing it for his work on The Lion King. Who is Tim Rice?
And the Grammy goes to Alan Menken and Tim Rice, songwriters for A Whole New World, Aladdin's theme by Peabo Bryson and Regina Bell.
It's time to move on and pull up another fan-submitted clue. This one comes to the Academy Awards category. It's worth $600. After the creation of the Best Animated Film Award at the 74th Academy Awards, Pixar went on to win 7 times before Disney Feature Animation finally picked up its first victory with this film. That's right, 7 victories for Pixar. They were on a roll, and as you know, the early 2000s for Disney were not critically acclaimed. A lot of people like those movies, but a lot of critics did not. They did, however, love Frozen, which is your correct answer here. Here comes trophies and rewards for the 3rd time. In Wreck-It Ralph, Ralph enters the arcade game Medal of Heroes in an attempt to win a medal that has this word written across it. What is hero? Halfway point of the game brings us to DGOT for 6. Prior to reaching EGOT status, thanks to the producers capturing the 2001 Tony for Best Musical, this man was set to star in the original plans for what would become the Tower of Terror at MGM Studios. I tell you what, not only do I believe Tower of Terror to be the greatest Disney attraction ever built, but how it came to be is almost equally as fascinating as the ride. It wasn't planned to be a Twilight Zone spooky elevator drop ride. No, originally, Disney reached out to Mel Brooks to be the focus of the attraction. We move on to park nominees for the 3rd time. Presenting the award for American Disney Park with the least amount of rides. The nominees are EPCOT, Hollywood Studios, Animal Kingdom. You look at World Showcase at EPCOT and you say, there are not a lot of rides here, but there are enough in the rest of the park to avoid EPCOT from coming in last place. Hollywood Studios doesn't have that many, right? No, it doesn't, but it has more than Animal Kingdom. That's right, Animal Kingdom in last place here. Here comes the Grammys to finish off the 600-point round. The first Disney film to win the Grammy for Best Original Soundtrack. What is Mary Poppins?
It's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
15 clues down, 11 remain as we continue the award show episode of Disney Jeopardy. It's the Academy Awards for 800. The last Pixar or Disney animated film to earn a nomination for Best Original Song. The correct answer is Encanto.
Dos Aruguitas from Encanto. Music and lyric by Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Here comes trophies and rewards for the fourth time. Key and Peele serve as the voices of these two prizes/rewards in Toy Story 4. That's right, they can be won at one of those carnival games. The correct answer is Bunny and Ducky.
This planet is toxic. Closing helmet to conserve oxygen.
In the vacuum of space, they cannot hear you scream.
800-point round continues with DGOT. Ooh, but it is not worth 800 points. No, it is time for the Daily Double. That's right, this is clue 2,900 in Disney Jeopardy history. It's time to determine how much you want to wager based on your knowledge of who has an EGOT. Which, by the way, I don't know if I ever said what it was. It's if you've won an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony. Not many people have done it. About 21, 22, 27 if you include the celebratory ones. But anyway, how many people do you know who have done that? Make your wagers. All right, time is up. Here comes the clue. After winning his second Oscar for Coco's Remember Me, this artist became the first double EGOT winner in history, having won at least 2 Tony Awards, 2 Oscars, 2 Grammys, and 2 Emmys. Robert Lopez is the correct answer. He, of course, was behind Let It Go as well as a number of other great tunes. We're on to another fan-submitted clue. This one falls to the theme park category. It's not really about theme parks, but it's experiences. Presenting the award for Disney Cruise Line ship to not feature the award-style Golden Mickey's show. The nominees are the Disney Fantasy, the Disney Dream, and the Disney Wonder. If you want to go watch the Golden Mickeys, you'll have to board the Disney Wonder or Disney Dream. Therefore, the Disney Fantasy is your correct answer. Final clue before the 1000s, it's the 800-pointer for the Grammys. From 2008 to 2011, Pixar won 3 out of 4 Grammys for Best Score Soundtrack for the work of Ratatouille, Up, and Toy Story 3. This was the 4th Pixar film that got nominated for the award, but ultimately lost in 2009. Man, if this film would have won the Grammy for Best Score Soundtrack, you would have had a clean sweep, 4 straight from Pixar. Unfortunately, it lost. The correct answer is WALL-E. 20 clues are down and 6 remain, but before we get to Final Jeopardy, you know what time it is. It is time for the most overly dramatic, soundtrack-infused, unnecessarily spotlighted part of the game, the final boss section of the game, the 1,000-point round. Hit it. Here we go, 1,000-point round begins with the Academy Awards. The last Pixar film to be nominated for the Academy Award of Best Picture. Well, following the 2009 film season, the Oscars introduced 10 nominees as opposed to 5 for Best Picture, and Up was able to squeeze in first. Toy Story 3, which is the correct answer here, able to squeeze in the year after.
And the nominees for Best Motion Picture are Toy Story 3.
On to trophies for the final time. The illustrious trophy scene here was famously won by this fraternity in Monsters University before it was discovered that they had cheated to win it. What is Uzma Kappa?
Scam program! Yeah!
We're on to DGOT for the final time. Writing partners Pasek and Paul became the quickest artists to reach EGOT status by capturing all 4 awards in a span of just 7 years and 7 months. They finished it off by winning an Emmy for their song Which of the Pickwick Triplets Did It?, which appeared on this Hulu show. What is Only Murders in the Building?
Which of the Pickwick triplets did it? Who of the crew would commit this crime?
Let's finish off the Parks category for 1,000 points. Presenting the award for cheapest Disney park ticket for Saturday, March 8th, 2025. The nominees are Tokyo Disneyland, Shanghai Disney, Hong Kong Disney, and Disneyland Paris. Well, as you can see, I did not include any American Disney parks because their prices are absolutely absurd. That's not the case everywhere in the world, though, as we take a look at the prices for a weekend ticket at these places, specifically again for March 8th. Disneyland Paris will run you over $100, US dollars that is, once you convert. Hong Kong and Shanghai, both similarly priced. And in a shocker, perhaps the greatest Disney resort in the world, Tokyo Disneyland or Tokyo Disney Sea, same price. Tickets are barely above 70 US dollars. That is unbelievable. Final clue on the board belongs to the Grammys. This Grammy Award winner voiced Hermes in Hercules, but was better known for serving as the musical director for SNL and David Letterman's late night shows. Who is Paul Schaefer?
Why, Hermes, they're lovely.
Yeah, you know, I had Orpheus do the arrangement. Isn't that too nutty? Fabulous party. You know, I haven't seen this much love in a room since Narcissus discovered himself.
There you go, 25 clues down and 1 remains. It just so happens to be the one clue of the game that will ultimately determine how proud of yourself you're going to feel once this game is over. Let's check out the final category, a category that will be carrying over to next week. Disney music. That's right, I had a Grammys category already today, but next week's entire episode theme is Disney music. So if you have a clue that you want to submit all about your favorite Disney song or a fun fact about a soundtrack, head over to DisneyJeopardy.com once again and click that clue page. It's time to make your wagers based on your knowledge of Disney tunes. And time is up. Here comes the final clue of episode 106. Following the success of the Disney Renaissance that ended with Tarzan, this was the next Disney feature animation film that was not a musical. Good luck. And time is up. I mentioned it earlier, the Disney Renaissance, a lot of people believe, ended. It started with The Little Mermaid in '89. It ended with Tarzan in '99. The next film was Fantasia 2000, but that was a musical. So what came after that? Correct answer is Dinosaur. And that does it for episode 106 of Disney Jeopardy. Shout out to all the Club DJ members who selected the Grammys category last week. That led me to believe, hey, we could do an entire episode on music alone. So as a reminder, that is what next week is all about. But what will the Club DJ members choose for their specific category? Time for you guys to decide. Let's take a look at the poll. As you can see right there, what's it gonna be? Make your selection over on the community page on YouTube if you are a Club DJ member. Also, shout out to everyone who went on to DisneyJeopardy.com and submitted a clue today. As you can tell, I used a lot of them, and I appreciate all of your efforts. Now, you know the deal. If you like what you saw, do me a favor, subscribe, click that bell icon. Hello, bell. This way, you're notified every time I come out with brand new content. I've been your host, Bryan Perri. I hope to see you next week, episode 107, when it's all about your favorite Disney tunes. Till then.
Bye-bye.